Constructing your life is about much more than just building a bank account. Each week, join real estate entrepreneur and mindset coach Austin Linney as he interviews guests who are constructing their dream lives and impacting the world around them on a daily basis. If you're an entrepreneur or wanting to start a business, or you just want to hear motivating stories of how others have overcome the odds, you are in the right place. And now for your host, Austin Linney.
Guys, welcome back to Construct Your Life. I am so happy to have my young in the business cycle, being alpha counterpart here for us today. I'm super excited about the conversation. I had the honor of going on his podcast, Beating Alpha. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk life. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to my sponsor, dreamchasers.com. Dream Chasers podcast. Thank you, Adam Carswell. But what I like to do is let my guests tell us a little bit about themselves, and then we'll get going from there.
Sure. So, for the audience, is again, I can go a long story, but a short story probably for today. Basically, kind of started the entire social media business. Very interesting road. Was completely different business before. Kind of did financial consulting a little bit, and coming from financial background a little bit as well. And at the time, the people that I thought I can help, and I still think till this day those people need help. And I'm talking about the majority of the people, probably 99.9%, that don't have their own finances in the right place. And a lot of it comes down again to what you do is kind of understanding the way you think and the way you do business, or the way you just operate as a person, and the way you can manage money just in a better way. And I thought I can help those 99.9% of people. But at the time, the person that I came across, again, great platform and network for a lot of people, again, real estate investors that still don't know the bigger pockets. You're losing a lot. It's definitely a great network for you to go about and network with a lot of people. So it came about this person, and, he kind of became my mentor, So he told me, like, straight up, he was like, what you're doing is wrong. He said, what you're doing is wrong, because he said it's going to be a tough sale for you if you're going to continue to build this business, because this is a tough audience, to make the sale. So if somebody who runs their life, and probably did for many, many years, and if you're trying to convince or sell them an idea that they need to change something in their life, where they have deeply rooted habits already, it's going to be really tough. So he said, look, instead of that, what you should do, because he said already kind of was creating the social media brand for myself. It used to be a completely different podcast with it's been rebranded multiple times before until we stuck to the Beating Alpha. But, and that's advice for somebody, don't be afraid to rebrand. You don't have to stick to the one name, and we can expand on that topic a little bit. But he said, just you're supposed to do social media. He said, because he is very big, he did $300+ million worth deals in real estate industry. He mainly does, development. And he said, look, you should do social media, because he said, and you should provide social media service for real estate, investors, developers, Airbnb, whatever real estate business you can think about. Because he said, those people and businesses lack social media presence. And I was like, man, that makes a lot of sense, and kind of common sense. I'm more about, common sense and kind of looking at the ways from very easy to understand point. And that's it. I kind of remember I was sitting down in the cafe, so I completely rebranded the website. Didn't create the new one, just completely rebranded the one that I had, and that's how Beating Alpha basically started. It's just like in an hour, So kind of still a long story, but kind of the shorter version here.
So like, it's, and your wife has a business that she says she runs, and, we've talked about the social media aspect, and it's interesting. He was right when you're saying that you're trying to sell somebody on something that they're, what's interesting? I'm curious to understand, just from a point of view, why do you think that you're in Ireland, so it's a little different, but why do you think people have such a hard time talking about their finances?
Again, it's just like, firstly, I came across this, I don't want to talk, because look, Rich Dad Poor Dad, like, I hate that everybody used the same I'm pretty sure it's not the first book that everybody reads. It's like, oh my God, Rich Dad Poor Dad. But I did came across this idea on Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of the books, and he was talking about the things that people don't like to talk about. It's like sex, religion, politics, finances, and things like that. I think there's one more, things that people like don't like to talk about. They get heated about those subjects, and I don't know why, but it's probably comes down to it's just educational system that's it's not being talked enough. Because I remember the economy class, in my school, and we used to go there because the teacher was hot. That's pretty much it. Nothing else. Like we didn't want to learn about economy. Like we didn't care about that stuff because it was that boring. It was like I don't want to know. Like I don't care about economy, finances. Because like in the educational system, if you make things not, if things are not entertaining, and you can find a lot of that on social media. Some. Let's say some stuff, because I've seen that video, I think, of the teacher. She was like, for purpose and just for video kind of entertainment purposes. And there was probably about 1.5 million or 2 million views. And it's a short 1 minute video. And she was like mispronouncing kids' names in school. And I think it's kind of primary school, just for kind of entertainment purposes. So it's kind of saying the name in a certain name, in the wrong way. It sounds funny, and kids are laughing. So and if you're gonna go to the comment section, you will see like the amount of people that are commenting and saying like that's the way the school's supposed to be like, and we need more fun, and So I think it's the fact because everything is super boring for people, and they don't want to learn. And it's not being taught enough in educational system, and that's why I think people are scared to talk about the subject.
I just got off the call with a guy who we do a mastermind group together who went through addiction like I did, and he grew up super poor. I mean, like really bad, all that stuff. And we were talking about that the lack of options and the lack of not talked about things is really what hampers that cycle of kind of poverty. And you have like now with social media and YouTube and all these things, like if you're choosing, now I'm not saying you have to be pointed in that direction, but if you're choosing to not spend time learning and gain knowledge, like, you don't really need to go to school these days. There's, one of the things I do just for fun, because I'm tired of hearing people talk about it, is I say yes and take all the free resources that are available. And I'm creating a huge Dropbox file. So when anybody tells me that there's not free stuff out there, I can send this to them. And it's like 400 pages worth of stuff that people are giving out for free that could change your life,
Yep.
Yeah. So
look, it's another problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the problem being of too much information. I think, that's
yes.
what's happening. It's just too much. You said, there's 400 pieces. Like, once you said 400, I'm like, I got like my nervous system just shut off and was like, no, I don't want none of that stuff. First of all, because it's probably free. So I'm thinking about it's probably not going to be worth my time and, that I'm going to, look at that stuff. And second of all, it's just too much. It sounds too much. Is it that complicated? If it's if the barrier to entry into any subject is too complicated, if it's too many steps, you just lose me,
Mm-hmm. So, full disclosure, guys, on my YouTube channel and my blog post, he's helping me out with the social media. So, we had no followers on my YouTube. So his efforts of his company is helping me out a ton. So let's get into that realm. You work with entrepreneurs, you work with real estate investors, all sorts of people. From your vantage point, what do you believe that entrepreneurs and real estate investors what are they focusing? What are they not focusing on that they're missing as far as the social media content space?
Yeah, it's just not having any presence, So that's kind of the problem, because believe me, Austin, I go on so many different podcasts, just including like yourself, and the amount of questions I have from these people, which are, again, are really sophisticated. I'm super happy to come on to anybody's show, but please don't ask me the question, do you think I need the social media? It's like, man, you're so behind in the cycle in this game. It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
You know,
because
because
and here's the deal, right? When you agree, even if it's just on one platform.
yeah, just pick one because again, because again, it's coming back to the same point as I mentioned. The barrier, to the entry barrier is so high for the people because again, they're thinking about other brands and other people again in the same problem or different industries that even they're not supposed to be looking to different industries. First of all, if you're operating in real estate space, you don't want to look at the Gary Vee and say, "Oh, Gary Vee is already conquering social media." It's not your space, first of all. So, and the second thing, if you're going to compare yourself to somebody else who already established, you're just going to keep, stay behind all the time. And look for them, because you have to understand these people started before you, and you can start now. And believe me, those people who are ahead of you, they will not continue to grow all the time, because that's what's happened to companies. Life is just like this, up and down, up and down. And some people, again, especially now in this COVID cycle, they choose to stay down instead of going up, because that's a choice. Right? So, and you see a lot of big brands, and I'm seeing a lot of big brands who used to push and market it in good times because that's easy. The capital, the money is available to do that, and the audience is there. And now when it's harder to capture people's attention and the audience isn't there, they're like, oh, okay, we're just going to wait it out until this kind of wave will come back again. And that's a big mistake. Because now you want to position yourself as a leader, as a thought leader in your industry, and you can capture that additional attention that is available. Because look, everybody's at home. We're working from homes, and people are staying in phones all the time. You think they're watching TVs and news, these things? No, they are staying more in those phone devices and laptops more than they watch TVs. Because people now that's how they consume information. So if you can promote and push your message, even if it's a one platform, just do something instead of waiting on the sidelines and thinking about when, how, and asking all these difficult questions. And one of the reasons, again, I don't want to use this podcast as kind of, to push and promote and maybe talk about stuff because, look, I see a lot of misguidance being about social media overall. And like particularly one person that I saw, and funny thing, I know that people duplicate and they copy because they see the systems and they know those systems work. So I know some people got the email from me like before the new year saying, hey, listen, push on your marketing efforts, and like we offered like social media and particularly podcast mentoring stuff. And, I've seen some people took that idea, kind of implemented themselves and they're running with that idea and this like, offering kind of same stuff, so basically they duplicating stuff. And I'm like, that's fine with me. That's not the problem because, we always observe as a company and see, okay, who's doing what, because you're not inventing anything. You're just taking what's working and making, a little bit different with different approach. Again, because we're working with the people just in real estate industry only. We don't go to the fitness, different, spaces. We just work with that. But, that person took that idea basically and he was like presenting that idea like, oh, like I have 100 podcast episodes and like I know how to like brand and monetize and stuff like that. And now he sells basically that course like it's I don't know how many dollars, hundreds of dollars. But I'm like, man, it is ridiculous. Like you're talking about 100 episodes, and the person is real estate investor. So for me, I'm looking like, look, it's complete. It's a different look, guys. I just want you to wake up because you will see a lot of real estate investors, same industry, they're trying to sell you podcast course, social media course. Look, when you're a real estate business and that's how you generate money to support yourself and a lifestyle, and you create something like social media course that will help you and your business just because you have 100 episodes. Oh my God, right? It's a different thing. But because you're living off real estate business, right? So it's a secondary thing. But when you're a social media company and that's how you keep the doors open, that's how you spend, that's how you make the money, that's how you make a living. And when you offer the same service, is completely different. Because this is what we do. So for people, I don't want to discourage or discredit people, but I'm just saying keep your eyes open. Because there are a lot of people going and shouting, do this and that. So the reason I said I don't want to use it, but I want to give it away for the people. I created like this 3-day video workshop, which is completely free. Beating Alpha Media /Elevate. So 3-day for free. So what this person basically offered for hundreds of dollars, I said, listen, I will give out everything and more for free. Because that's what it is. Because I want people to understand, because this is all BS that people are putting out. Oh my God, it's the secret. Look, I've been in social media business for 5 years. working with different multi-million-dollar companies. There is no secrets. So if somebody tells you there is a secret and I'm going to charge you money for that, unless it's something in depth, like we have the courses that are available, which in depth, like we're talking about 30 plus different courses on different topics, going in depth about YouTube, TikTok. They do not, you cannot give that away because there's like 5 years, of information that's been kind of condensed in one place. But if it's that, how do you monetize the podcast? You're going to charge people for that because you talked about something for 5 minutes. Like I checked, it's only like 3-minute videos. Like, man, it's ridiculous. Talk about editing podcast, 1 hour video. Like if somebody will tell you that you need to edit podcast in 1 hour, that's it. Then these people don't know what they're going to be talking about. Then these people are clueless about social media.
Well,
it's just.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting is that's where my job becomes harder as a coach. Same with you as a social media guy. I can't tell you how many people come, across my table that have a bad taste in their mouth from a previous experience where they feel like they got taken. And then I have to cross that mountain. And I'm sure you deal with the same thing with your clients.
Yeah. It's not that, it's just, for me, you have to be careful because, again, what I'm saying, for the people, you don't have to go and hire the social media agency. You don't need that because the amount of people that I came across right now during the tough times, people are saying, look, I don't have the budget and things like that. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you going and figuring things out. Like take the free stuff as a saying, if you have 400 pieces of stuff and it's completely free and you can learn how to monetize stuff, how do you post on social media and things like that, go and put the time into it. I'm saying a lot of stuff that you want to learn is completely free. It's all about getting creative and making it important, first of all, because if you think, social media is a secondary thing, and I know your personal thoughts on social media, probably it's not the thing that you want to do. You like to do this, have the conversations and go with that, and just run the things, that way, and that's perfectly fine. It's not the way you're wired. But for somebody who wants to do social media, they know the importance of it. They know what they can bring them to the table, the amount of people you can, engage with in multiple states, multiple countries at the same time, while you do whatever you think is the best for your business and whatever you're good at. So if you think that is important, if you think, which it definitely can, drive you traffic, increase sales, revenue, create new clients and new opportunities, take the time to learn for free, but don't go about and don't trust that you see somebody in your space and do you think they know what they're talking about? I have 100 episodes. It's ridiculous. Go and do all the learning by yourself because the information is there.
Oh, I love the Europeans. They just tell you how it is.
Yeah.
So
exactly. We don't put nothing in it. We don't sugarcoat stuff, especially me, Austin. Because look.
Yeah, I know. I know.
This is a reality.
Yeah. No, 100%. And you've there's other aspects of your podcast that you enjoy, but something I want to talk to you about that you mentioned to me last time we spoke is the space stuff. So you love space. You've had a bunch of people I've seen on your podcast. Tell us about your interest in that area and kind of, just kind of how you got into that whole business. Well, you're not in the business, but how you got it.
How do you put that together? We're talking about social media, real estate, and now we're going to space. We're going to
because you're so angry. I want to make you happy again. So
no, look, I'm not. Look, maybe I look like I'm angry, Austin, because maybe I'm a little bit angry because again, I don't want people to get scammed. That's all I'm saying.
I can't.
I just want people to.
I can't stand it either. I can't stand it either. I'm just trying to make you jolly. That's all. Make the Redbeard jolly. Because I know you like talking about space.
Yeah, space is a good topic as well. Look, because again, there's a lot of different things are happening, in the space industry. And look, social media is being used a lot in the space industry as well. Because through a lot of different interviews that I had, again, with the people who already have a company or they building a company, also physically building a company, whatever that is, related to, engineering, architecture, or space medicine, or any sort of a company you can think about, these people are pushing a lot on social media and I've been having, again, conversations on a different podcast, which, again, we're getting close to 100 episodes there as well. And with the people who became kind of pioneers in venture capital and helping start the companies in space industry to raise money, helping them. So, and, he said, look, like social media is a big part into raising that money, or just getting the attention because, again, it's all about being in multiple places at the same time. And, like, unless you're, something like SpaceX, just like Elon Musk, that you can do a big damage, again, just with one tweet. But how do you get to that level, unless you're a genius type of person, just like him, which there's not many people, at least that myself I came across, then we need to, again, leverage and utilize social media and to go to that type of level. Again, but it's definitely a great industry just to pay attention because I think there will be more and more opportunities just from a business perspective. And I'm not looking, again, I'm having all these different conversations for one particular reason. Again, because you know me, like I do everything. I don't waste the time just to do stuff because I don't want to keep the count for the podcast. It's just, 101 podcasts I have. Like, what does it mean? Like, how many connections, how many opportunities? Well, like, what did you squeeze from those conversations and what's happening with that? Is it just a number of podcast episodes or are you actually getting something going? Like, is the engine is working or you're going somewhere? So it's all about finding the information because, in this day and age, kind of information is one of the most important pieces, for the business or for, because we live in this age, it's information age. So, so I'm looking to gather as much information as possible. Well, because again, the ideas, we have so many different ideas of what we can do, but it's all about, execution, because I'm pretty sure you guys and girls can, think about some great idea. Like, let's say, I heard about this idea of, let's say a fridge and you have this kind of chip in the fridge. So, and you're going to get like an SMS saying, or, just a text message saying, listen, you're getting low on the milk. So basically, instead of you or, on a bread or something, and instead of you going to the shop, it will order for you instantly from Amazon or, any store that you like, Sprouts, and it's going to get delivered to your house. Like, it's a super great, probably $1 trillion business. The question is like, who's going to execute?
Dude, I had my Alexa yesterday go, it looks like you're in the buying cycle for your protein. Would you like me to order it for you? And I was like, oh, damn, they're getting smart, man. And so, Gary Vee talks about that all the time. Like, what's going to make you as a company be the top of the funnel, right? When something like that, and you're 100% correct. Talked to a guy yesterday, commercial entrepreneur in the venture capital space in San Francisco, doing some crazy stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm interviewing, I want to provide as much value as possible, but that's an amazing connection that we have now through this vehicle, and understanding that every day are you as an entrepreneur or a business person and investor setting yourself up for these conversations, right? Where actual relationships are getting built per se.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because look, that's why I do encourage, again, because we connected like through Beating Alpha, through the podcast, by having, first of all, probably conversation on Instagram. Like I remember one.
Well, you know what's funny? I wanted to bring this up to you. You know what's funny? I meant to tell you, but I'll just tell you on the podcast. So you introduced me to Cullen, correct? Cullen Dowd?
Yeah.
We're going into business together.
Here you go.
Because of you. I meant to text you last night. So that connection, I was the first one on his podcast. He came on me. Now we're working on investing together because of you, because you DM me on Instagram. So I have you to thank. And when you come to Texas in the fall, I'm going to buy you the biggest steak we have. So.
Hey, that is awesome. Look, it's recorded here live, so it will stay here forever.
Yeah. And that's the power of relationships, is creating those spaces, right? And it's the same thing. I introduced you to Leland for your wife's business. And that's what it's all about, is creating value and stuff. And so, from all the people that you've spoken to, the different sectors of business and everything, for an investor or just entrepreneur in general, you're building multiple businesses. What are the areas, let's say one or two or three that they should be focused on? Let's say you're in a startup phase, or you're just now getting up. What would be your advice for them?
Yeah, look for ways, look for strategies or the techniques that will help you to increase the sales as quick as possible, because that's how the business operates. I mean, you either make money or not, you know. So you have to find what is actually drive that revenue up and what doesn't like add any value to a business. So again, if you're a startup, like you don't know, because you kind of like everybody understands what the business model is and the ways that you generate, you know, income, money. How do you do that? So if you just work on that, and again, find the things that kind of, you know, work, and just, you know, put more, you know, wood on that, because, you know, you don't want to go a different direction. And again, sometimes social media might look like it's heading to a different direction, but again, it's just like you said, is having more of these conversations. That's what the social media is for. And again, you need people, again, depending on a business, if it's real estate business and you're raising capital, you know, and a lot of the capital is being raised right now, again, through tokenized equity, through Bitcoin, you know, cryptocurrency. So, you know, it's not even, you know, because it's easier by that, you know, you can kind of legally and ethically overcome some SEC regulations with that. So it's really good. So a lot of people are getting creative right now. And, you know, but it's all about how you're going to have the conversations with people in Japan. And that's what the social media is good for. But I'm saying, you know, just look for ways how you can drive the revenue up, how you can drive them kind of bottom line up as quick as possible, because that's how we're going to keep the doors open. That's how you're going to hire the professionals that you want on your team, either physically, virtually. They will help you to continue to expand the business. But just focus on what works. Don't overcomplicate it. You know, don't think about, oh my God, I need this and multiple. People are asking lots of different questions. Like, what is the best social media? What is the best CRM and things like that, instead of going for something, you know? Just like go and try something. You know, you're going to land on a different place. Like you're going to land on the wrong software. I mean, okay, you know, ask few questions before you're going to pick one. You know, a person that runs a successful company, maybe he tried, you know, a few himself. That's probably the quickest way to kind of avoid the failure, you know, and having these conversations and whatever social media to use and things like that. But my best advice, again, just don't overcomplicate things, because just look for ways, again, do everything with intention. And I'm not talking about go about, you know, and like, just look at everybody as a product and try, you know, like you're just here to make a sale and you're kind of looking to benefit yourself. That's definitely a wrong approach. You know, look for ways to how you can solve other people's problem. Like this, you know, 3-day workshop, completely free, my time, which is, you know, I think the time, because when people ask me the question, like, what ways do you give back? Like my answer is very simple, time. Because time is the biggest and most expensive commodity that we have. Not oil, not gold, not silver, not a Bitcoin for sure. It's time. Because look, the time that we're spending right now, that's it. 45 minutes gone. You cannot take it back. So that's it. You know, so I'm giving my time in value for the people. Okay, take that. Again, the question is it worth your time right now? Do you want to take that, you know, 3-hour content and digest it, and you think it's going to be good or not? That's a different talk. But, you know, it is look for ways how you can add value, as people say. Just look from a service perspective. Because the quickest way that we can solve our personal problems, let's say if it's driving revenue, increasing sales, look for ways how we can solve other people's problems first.
I love it.
Yeah. That's how the business operates.
On your staff that you have for your businesses, are they full-time employees or are they contracted out?
Yep.
So contracted out? Full-time?
Full-time.
Do they live where you live, or are they around?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And do you for any of your companies, do you use outside contracted labor too sometimes if you're busy, or is it all in-house?
It's all in-house. We thought about that. We had that idea, was like, you know, we had this elongated conversation with a previous mentor of mine, and he was like, look, you need people from, you know, Thailand and Indonesia. Hire the VAs, I know there's a lot of other agencies who are hiring VAs and running business on that model, and it could be great and it works for them. But for me, I was like, man, like if I cannot, and again, maybe during this time, because people work from home, it's different. But when you have people in one spot, and instead of scheduling the time of having conversation because the work that you're getting is not, it doesn't look the way you want to, or you want to make a few changes, instead of scheduling a call and it's 17 hours apart and there's night and here's morning and you're like, oh my God, then it has to be changed right now. Like for me, it's too long because I want everything fast. You know me, like it's all about like fast, fast, fast. So for me, I thought, having these kind of, scheduling calls and everything is just too slow. So maybe for the future, again, having a few options where you can have kind of backup and because things do happen with people's lives, but for me, like look at the biggest companies out there. Do you think, unless of course there is a portion of people probably if they do kind of financial, part of the business and they're, just kind of keeping the numbers up and, they're kind of doing archiving or whatever type of work you can think of, maybe a few engineers that, running servers or something, I don't know. But, the biggest companies that we can think of, like Facebook, Google, or Apple, or Coca-Cola, or anything in that nature, do you think they're running their companies all based on VAs?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. It's not a VA. Look,
no, yeah.
Exactly. So they have employees in-house. And, unless you're looking to be a small company, which again, it's a different question, you can be a small company by having a bunch of VAs. And I see a lot of that. And I see a lot of real estate investors / marketing experts talking about, go and hire VAs. You can do that. You can be a small business that way, but to become a big business, no. It's going to be really hard. You will need to have employees in-house where you can actually control the decisions, make things fast, make fast adjustments. And, you just because, look, those people that you're hiring VAs, if you're hiring them, let's say for a real estate company, I'm not saying they're bad, they're good. And I know a lot of people who have great experience with that. I'm not trying to discourage people here, but I just want to give you some insight. If you're hiring that person, do you think that person is going to be working just for you? Because in some cases you can do that. You can just tell them, listen, he or she, can you work for me full time? It's only me. Of course, they will have to pay a little bit more. And maybe then you can think about, hey, listen, there's not actually a big difference here. I can hire a person here in-house for the same price, Because these people, if you're going to be paying less money for them, they're going to be working for you, for real estate guy, for fitness guy, for restaurant business online, for different companies. And they're not going to be the best possible, as efficient way running your social media or doing whatever you want, keeping the books up or, whatever that is. Because they have different, things in their head. Oh my God, like I'm running behind on this project, that project. And on top of that, I have the kids and my own problems at home and things like that. So it could be a little bit hectic, with these people, what I'm saying. But there is definitely a good websites and platforms that can help you to hire these people. And I do encourage, because I had this conversation not actually long ago with somebody, and I said, look, if that's the way to go for you as the business, if you're not able, again, to scale a business and grow a business right now in the States, at least go about, VA kind of direction until you're going to feel comfortable and you get enough revenue to support hiring kind of in-house team. Go about that way, because it's all about growth. So whatever way you can, achieve that, if it's through VAs or, if you have available capital to hire people at home, in-house, do that. So, but,
Perfect. And so if it's okay with you, while we finish up, because I don't want to get you mad at me again, maybe we talk about fun stuff.
Go ahead.
So you and your wife have never been to the States. You live in Ireland currently. What do you know of the States besides pictures or anything? What are you excited about? Because I know you are planning a trip here this year, hopefully. So,
yeah, we're excited about going to New York and having some of that hot dogs. Hot dogs. That's what my wife is talking about.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs and pretzels in New York. That's what we need.
I love it.
So anybody has a good spot in New York where they have those vendors, like outside with umbrella, everything that you see in the movies. Like we're looking for those places. Make sure, again, just want to make sure that these people are not going to be spitting in a hot dog. So clean place, so we can go and enjoy the hot dogs, please.
And then when you come to Texas and you visit me, cowboy hat,
ribs.
Cowboy boots, and ribs. Yes, done.
That's it.
And then we're gonna go. I don't drink. You don't drink, right? You don't drink, yeah. But we're gonna go two-stepping. Do you know what that is?
No.
All right, so it's a country dancing. So we go out to the dance hall, and it's called two-stepping. I'll have to show you.
So now Austin will try to take me out of my comfort zone. I'm not a good dancer, and a lot of people will see that.
Well, debatable on my end as well too. It doesn't mean that I hold back from it. Listen, I have really, really, really enjoyed getting to know you and our friendship as it's blossoming and our business relationships. It's definitely one of the highlights. It's definitely one of the highlights of this podcasting experience, having met you and being able to work with you and help you and your wife. And this is what social media has done for me. So I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done. And I can't wait to grow the friendship.
Same here. Again, sorry about being angry, but
No, I love it. This is my podcast.
Look,
we get to
you guys. Look, guys, you need to be angry. Like, there is no time to play around here. Be angry and just go and crush it and conquer and do whatever it takes, and do, expose some people along the way if you have to,
Because I know this about you. There's nobody that's going to stand in your way to get you where you need to go.
Hey, look, I know I will burn the bridges along the way because, look, not everybody will like that. He's like, oh, he's too pushy, and I got that a lot, for a lot of people because, look, I'm coming from Europe, as I said, and not a lot of people just like me. Maybe some people are a little bit more kind of take it easy and, the way that probably people like to take it in the US or, so not everybody will like me. And again, I burn the bridges and I will probably continue to do that. But it's just like whatever as you mentioned before in the last call, you just find your audience. And again, I'm not trying to be cocky or whatever. Look, I'm just trying to tell you the truth. And if you like it, don't like it, try to create your own truth, and just go and build it and crush it, because this is a really good time. So I do encourage everybody.
That's the highlight. Create your own truth. Woo! So if people want to find the podcast, they want to find out about what you're doing, how do they do that?
Yeah, just go to the YouTube Beating Alpha. You're going to find one of the podcasts, again, real estate investors, including yourself, probably getting close to 200 episodes there. And Space XPLR. Again, if you're a science geek a little bit, just like myself, or you're looking to get involved into real estate, into space industry, maybe we can have a talk there as well.
I love it. And guys, can't recommend him enough. They're crushing my YouTube right now. In my blog post. So if you need somebody, just shoot me a DM. I'll send them your way. If you like this episode, make sure you send it out to your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Construct Your Life with Austin Linney. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and pay it forward by sharing with a friend. Most importantly, take this opportunity to start constructing your life by taking immediate action on what you learned. For show notes, resources, and more information on one-on-one coaching with Austin, visit constructyourlifepodcast.com.